Hey guys, Mike from Vinylvana here. It's been a couple of weeks. I've been a bit busy, so I've not uploaded a video to YouTube for a couple of weeks. I am still keeping active on TikTok and Instagram. I'm trying to post daily there, but these YouTube videos take a little bit more work, so please forgive me. But please do head over to TikTok and Instagram if you're not already following me. The content's a little bit lighter there, a little bit more light-hearted. So if that's your thing, it's all good. Let's catch up on what I have picked up the last couple of weeks. Some interesting, a couple of bootlegs, a new release, a holy grail, kind of, and yeah. So the first up is the Smiles' new album, Cutouts. This is their second album this year. They released Wall of Eyes, I think it was, in February, and then a couple of months ago they released a I think a 2-track single. I think it was The Slip and Don't Get Me Started. So this is a bit of a surprise when they dropped this. It's from the band's website. This is the white variant. This also has a 12 by cutout. It's not a poster, but it's just a 12 by 12 insert, really. A nice gatefold. Some cool artwork in here from Stanley Donwood, I think. He's the guy that they collaborate with a lot. Very cool. This is what you expect, really, from not just from The Smile, but from Radiohead, from Tom York. It's this texture on here as well. This kind of matte feel to it is really nice. It's cool artwork, and yeah, it's overall a great package. The album itself is fine. If you don't know who The Smile are, obviously it's Tom York and Johnny Greenwood. It's their side project from Radiohead. That's their third album. This album touches more maybe on like the In Rainbows kind of era. Foreign Spies and Don't Get Me Started, especially a couple of standout tracks on there. It's a great album. The package itself is great. I think it's still available to buy. Yeah, so if you've not heard it, go and check them out. Next up is an album everybody should be familiar with. One of my favourite albums, Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here. I've got multiple copies of this. But this one in particular is the UK first issue. This is an A1B3, I think it is the matrix number. I have an A1B7 UK, which isn't quite first issue, but when this popped up, it was £20. Like, you think the reissue, the remastered reissue is £20 on Amazon. So to get the UK first issue for £20 was a no-brainer. It's got the postcard. It's got this the insert with 3 of the 4 corners cut. So in terms of sound quality, this versus the A1B7, it's very negligible. It sounds superb. It's such a great sounding album. This versus the remaster, obviously there's a difference. This is a little bit more airy. The bass is a bit more punchy, but I don't know if that's just because I want to hear that. I don't know. I won't say I got scammed, but I found what I thought was a Japanese pressing on Vinted. It turned out not to be. I ended up buying it and returning it. It was a bootleg. I think it was ripped from a CD and then pressed badly onto a vinyl with like really poorly printed stickers for the record. And it had the proper cover. It had like the robot handshake and this Japanese tagged, but it was all printed onto the actual sleeve rather than stickers, which I think is correct. It didn't sound bad, but when you A and B'd them against my other pressing of this, the difference, like that was the first time where I'm like, wow, I can really hear a difference here. And that bootleg one, that fake counterfeit one didn't sound bad. It just wasn't as alive as the A1B7. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of a holy grail for me to, and it didn't cost me that much, which is great. Next is Pink Floyd Live at Nebworth. This is a 2 LP, 45 RPM. Gatefold is pretty much standard. It's that kind of glossy kind of effect. The texture on the inside here, this is kind of like it feels different to the matte thing here. So it's almost like the images are of different, or better quality. Yeah, this is a 45 RPM cut. Amazing booklet here. Pink Floyd Live at Nebworth, 1990. Obviously post Roger Waters. But this does sound really good. It's 2 LPs. Really, really, really like heavyweight vinyl, and it sounds pretty good, especially compared to this next one. Now, this next one is something that these are new to me. I have read about the uninvited mole before, but I never thought I'd find anything in the wild. And this is Pink Floyd's Pink Noise over Cleveland, a 1977 gig bootleg on 3 swirl coloured LPs. This is limited to 105, I think this one is. It should say on the back, if I can get it in focus. Where is it? There. See if we can get it in focus. There. It is limited to 105. This is number 75. This is recorded. This is taken from a recording from the crowd. It doesn't sound great, and I'm kind of wondering why all the effort to put something that doesn't. It's recorded. It sounds like someone's taken a dictaphone in, or however people record it, and then pressed it to vinyl. I imagine it's like somebody taking a video camera into the cinema and then putting it onto Blu-ray. That's the only way I can think about how that's done. But yeah, this is the uninvited moles, because they're so limited. They seem to go for a lot of money. So that was kind of my first foray into bootlegs, and then at the same time I picked this one up, which is the Great Gig in Boblingen. I'm trying to get that in focus. Again, this is super limited to 100. This is number 45. Instead of swirls, this is now splatter. So there are three splatters, all different colors. Now, this one is a bit more of a heavyweight gatefold. This one has like a fun little insert in here. If I can get it out, this is like an information, but if you can see the texture, see if I can. It's like blotting paper. So you've got these little individual tear squares you can tear. No idea what that could be used for, but it's a nice little insert all the same. Now, playing this one, I don't know how this one was recorded, but this sounds infinitely better than the other one. So good, like super impressed. It's kind of like chalk and cheese with Pink Noise over Cleveland. And a really good thing about this one is this has echoes on, I'm not sure if Echoes used to be called something different, because it is, the title of it is Looking Through the Knot Hole in Granny's Wooden Leg, Echoes. So if anybody's got any info on why that's called that, please do let me know in the comments. But yeah, that is a very, very impressive bootleg, if I must say. This is, you know, I can now see after listening to this one why people are after them and why people are paying so much for these. So yeah, that's my kind of catch up for the last couple of weeks. Yeah, please do subscribe. Please do leave a comment. Please let me know if you've got any more information about these uninvited moles, and how they were recorded, because that's it's quite interesting now that like why one sounds terrible and one sounds like really, really good. And again, if you're not following me on Instagram and TikTok, I will leave all the links down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.